Hollywood is the birthplace of epic movies, breathtaking action scenes that make audiences hold their breath. But few people know that behind those seemingly perfect scenes, many stars have faced terrible accidents. Some people only suffered minor injuries. Some people suffered lifelong consequences, and even some stars passed away right on the set. Let's explore with us the 15 most shocking accidents that Hollywood stars have experienced to see that the price of art is not only sweat, but sometimes blood and even life. Jason Statham plunging into the sea in The Expendables 3, 2014. Jason Statham is known as one of the most daring action stars in Hollywood. He often performs all his own stunts, from high-speed car chases, bridge jumping, to dangerous hand-to-hand combat scenes. When participating in The Expendables 3 in 2014, Jason continued to affirm his name as a star who was not afraid of death with an extremely dangerous scene involving a truck and water. The scene required him to drive a heavy truck, cross a bridge, and rush straight toward the sea in a spectacular chase. Before that, he practiced carefully dozens of times to ensure every move was precise, but could not foresee all the risks. At one point, the truck's brakes completely failed, causing the vehicle to lose control and plunge straight into the water. When the vehicle hit the water, the cabin immediately sank. Jason was sucked into a confined space. Water rushed in, and he had to try to escape in a state of limited visibility and extreme pressure. At that moment, his heart beat fast. His body tensed. Every second that passed was a life or death battle. Thanks to his excellent swimming skills, quick reflexes, and incredible composure, Jason finally escaped from the cabin before being sucked deep down, waving to the rescue team on the boat for support. The accident caused the entire production crew to pause filming for hours to assess the risks, check the equipment, and adjust the water-related scenes. Fortunately, Jason only suffered a few minor scratches and bruises, but this experience still left him with lasting memories. The incident not only demonstrated Jason Statham's daring and courage, but also reminded him of the true level of danger on an action movie set. For him, every stunt is a balance between skill training and luck. It was this moment of plunging straight into the sea that helped cement the image of the action star who never backs down in the hearts of audiences around the world. Michael J. Fox almost lost his life in the hanging scene. Back to the Future. Part 3, 1990. Michael J. Fox is known for his humorous dynamic and absolute professionalism on screen. However, during the filming of Back to the Future, Part 3, 1990, he experienced one of the most dangerous moments of his career, almost taking his life. The scene involved the character Marty McFly being hung from a fake rope to create tension and drama. Initially, everything was carefully prepared: safety ropes, lifting systems, and supervision by a professional stunt team. However, during one take, the hanging scene was performed too realistically. The rope was pulled more strongly than expected, causing Michael to quickly feel short of breath and lose control of his body. For a few seemingly endless seconds, Michael fell into a state of unconsciousness, his body suspended in the air, his heart beating rapidly, and his muscles tensing due to lack of oxygen. The entire crew immediately realized the danger. Several members rushed over, unbuckled their safety harnesses, and lowered Michael to the ground. He was given first aid on the spot, gasping for air and shaking from the life or death experience. This accident left a deep impression of the fragility of life on set, even when the scenes were carefully prepared. Michael shared that the moment haunted him for a long time, but it also helped him appreciate life and health more and understand the potential risks in action scenes. Despite experiencing a dangerous situation with potentially serious consequences, Michael J. Fox continued his career and completed the remaining scenes, demonstrating his courage and absolute dedication to the role. The hanging scene in Back to the Future Part 3 became a living testament to the silent sacrifices, courage, and professionalism of the actors, making the audience appreciate every moment on screen. Brandon Lee, the horrific tragedy on the set of The Crow. 1993, Brandon Lee, son of martial arts legend Bruce Lee, was expected to follow in his father's footsteps. His talent, charisma, and dedication made him one of Hollywood's most promising young stars. But fate was too cruel to Brandon when he participated in the film. The Crow, 1993, where a seemingly simple scene turned into an unimaginable tragedy. The scene required Brandon to use a fake gun to create the effect of shooting bullets in a tense battle. However, due to a mistake in prop preparation, the gun that was supposed to be safe had a real bullet fragment left. When Brandon pulled the trigger, the bullet flew straight into his body, causing the entire crew to be horrified. In that moment, time seemed to stop. Brandon's eyes reflected fear and pain, but the tragedy happened too quickly for anyone to intervene. He passed away at the age of 28, leaving behind endless grief for his family, friends, and fans around the world. This event became a terrible tragedy in the history of cinema, emphasizing that even seemingly absolutely safe props can become deadly dangers if not strictly inspected. Brandon's death was not only a huge loss in terms of human resources, but also a strong warning for the film industry about protecting the absolute safety of actors. Although Brandon Lee's life was short, his brave spirit and love for art still resonate forever. This tragic story not only made the global audience grieve, but also turned Brandon into a symbol of the real sacrifice and risk that actors who dedicate themselves to the screen must face. Every action scene, every role he performed left a deep mark. But the tragedy of The Crow is forever a lesson, reminding us of the value of safety on set. Tom Cruise. The jump that broke his ankle in Mission Impossible Fallout? 2018. Tom Cruise has long been famous as one of the few Hollywood stars who insists on performing dangerous action scenes himself instead of relying on stuntmen. From climbing the Burj Khalifa skyscraper in Ghost Protocol, clinging to the outside of a plane, taking off in Rogue Nation, to motorbike and car chases at real speeds, all were done by himself. It was this recklessness that created the brand of a man who is not afraid of death of Tom Cruise. However, during the filming of Mission Impossible Fallout in 2018, he had an accident that left the entire crew heart-stopping. The scene required Tom to jump from the roof of a building to the next building, a jump that seemed to be within control. Before that, he practiced dozens of times to calculate the exact distance and bounce force. During the actual scene, Tom jumped but landed incorrectly. All of his body's force was put on his foot, causing his ankle to break on the spot. In the behind-the-scenes video released later, it can be clearly seen that Tom still tried to run a few more steps before limping, trying to hold onto the roof, all in extreme pain. Doctors later confirmed that he had a broken ankle. The accident forced the film's filming schedule to be suspended for 7 weeks, causing tens of millions of dollars in damage to the film studio. But what is admirable is that instead of complaining or giving up, Tom Cruise continued to practice rehabilitation, then returned to the set to complete the remaining action scenes. This incident not only proves Tom Cruise's to the end dedication to action cinema, but also reinforces the image of a star who is willing to trade his body to bring the most satisfying experience to the audience. And thanks to that spirit, the Mission Impossible series has increasingly become an action film brand admired worldwide. Harrison Ford broken leg due to Millennium Falcon door, Star Wars: The Force Awakens. 2014, Harrison Ford with the classic Han Solo role is one of the most experienced stars and has experienced many accidents on set. However, the accident that happened while filming Star Wars: The Force Awakens in 2014 still shocked the whole crew. The scene seems simple. Harrison needed to open the heavy door of the Millennium Falcon and step into the control compartment, but the door mechanism suddenly malfunctioned. The door slammed down without warning. Harrison did not have time to react, and the door crushed his leg. Directly, the sound of his front teeth hitting metal rang out, and the pain came immediately. He collapsed, his eyes wide open in pain. Immediately, the medical team was called to provide first aid and transfer him to the hospital. As a result, Harrison suffered a serious leg fracture requiring immediate surgery. The incident caused a complete shutdown of filming for weeks, affecting the entire production schedule. Director J.J. Abrams and his crew had to quickly rearrange the scene, adjust other actor schedules, and even rewrite some scenes to accommodate the situation. Despite this, Harrison Ford proved the mettle of a legend. After recovering, he returned to the set to finish unfinished scenes, even participating in lighter action scenes while still maintaining his witty, decisive Han Solo demeanor. The accident not only served as a reminder of the potential dangers on set, but also illustrated Harrison's resilience and dedication to his craft, an image that earned him even more respect from his colleagues and fans. Viggo Mortensen broke a toe and finished the scene. The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, 2002. Viggo Mortensen is known for his dedication to his role as Aragorn in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. He not only acted in the film but also performed many of his own stunts, from hand-to-hand combat to horseback riding on rough terrain. One of the most iconic moments in The Two Towers occurs when Viggo attacks an enemy with a helmet. While concentrating hard on his role, Viggo kicked the helmet and instantly broke two of his toes. The pain was so intense that he screamed, and blood began to seep from the wound. His co-stars rushed to his aid, but Viggo, with absolute determination, decided to continue acting. He adjusted each step, using the pain to add strength and authenticity to the fight scene. Amazingly, the scene was kept in the film, becoming one of the most memorable moments for fans. After filming the scene, Viggo was taken for medical examination and treatment, but the injury did not prevent him from continuing to work on the remaining action scenes. This accident not only demonstrated Viggo Mortensen's silent sacrifice, but also reflected his unconditional dedication to the art of cinema. For the audience, knowing that the fight scene was performed in real pain made the image of Aragorn even more vivid, and touching George Clooney's spinal injury and the hauntings in Syriana, 2005, George Clooney, an Oscar-winning actor, is famous not only for his acting talent, but also for his dedication to his roles. However, during the filming of Syriana 2005, he suffered a serious accident that left the entire crew and Clooney himself stunned. The scene involved Clooney's character being tortured. During the filming, an inaccurate movement combined with a tense body caused a serious injury to his spine. The pain was intense, spreading throughout his back and leaving him almost unable to move normally. In the following days, Clooney faced prolonged pain, even thinking about suicide, because of the feeling of helplessness in the face of this serious injury. In order to recover, Clooney had to undergo multiple surgeries and extensive physical therapy, and he had to temporarily stop filming and other projects. This event not only affected the production schedule, but also caused the actor to face health and mental challenges. He shared that this experience left a lasting impression and made him appreciate safety on set as well as the value of his own health. Despite the terrible pain and long-term risks, George Clooney was resilient to continue his career and complete his later roles. The accident in Syriana became a clear demonstration of the sacrifice and dedication of actors for their art, as well as a reminder of the real risks that stars face when performing intense, violent, and dangerous scenes. Isla Fisher almost drowned on the set of Now You See Me. 2013, Isla Fisher, a talented actress known for her grace and dedication to each role, experienced one of the most dangerous moments of her career while filming Now You See Me. 2013. The scene required her to be chained underwater to create a suspenseful and dramatic effect for the magic act in the film. According to the script, she had to be locked in a sealed underwater barrel, struggling to free herself while cameras recorded the entire process. Despite thorough training and a safety team supervising during one take, the time underwater lasted too long, and Isla was trapped inside, unable to free herself in time. Her heart rate skyrocketed, her body tensed, and panic began to set in. She struggled desperately trying to breathe and actually called for help. Fortunately, the crew realized what was happening in time and quickly rescued her from the barrel. Isla was brought to shore, gasping for breath, her limbs limp but fortunately safe. This accident left a lasting mental trauma for Isla Fisher and became a reminder of the real danger of performing stage scenes that still pose a deadly risk. It also showed the dedication, courage, and resilience of actors willing to face danger to bring realistic and thrilling scenes to the audience. Isla Fisher's incident is a clear demonstration that even with strict safety measures, the line between screen and reality is sometimes very fragile, and sometimes survival depends on luck and timely reflexes of the actors themselves. Jackie Chan, near fatal fall in Armor of God, 1986. Jackie Chan is not only known as a top martial arts star, but also a symbol of courage in cinema. Unlike many Hollywood action stars, Jackie almost never uses stunt doubles. From high jumps, dangerous fights to car chases, he does them all himself. Because of that dedication, his body is like a trauma map, with dozens of broken bones, sprains, knee and shoulder injuries, and even severe burns. Among them, the most serious and haunting accident happened in 1986 when Jackie was filming the movie Armor of God. In one scene, Jackie had to jump from the roof onto a large tree branch, hold onto it, and slide down to the ground. It sounds not too risky, but the accident happened unexpectedly. On the first try, Jackie completed the scene smoothly, but when the camera officially started filming, the already weak branch suddenly broke. Jackie lost his balance and fell from a height of about 5 meters onto the hard stone floor. He hit his head so hard that his skull was cracked open. A piece of broken bone was embedded in his brain. Blood was pouring from his ear. Jackie immediately lost consciousness. The crew panicked and rushed him to the hospital, where doctors had to perform emergency surgery to save his life. During the surgery, they inserted a small metal plate to patch up the broken part of his skull. Since then, Jackie has had a foreign object permanently in his head, and he often humorously said that thanks to that he can receive radio signals better than other people. The consequence of this accident was not only a permanent scar on his head, but also a reminder that Jackie Chan has repeatedly put his life on the line for his art. What is admirable is that after recovering, he did not reduce his recklessness. On the contrary, Jackie continued to perform dangerous action scenes in a series of films after that, from Police Story to Rumble in the Bronx. It was the accident in Armor of God that deepened Jackie Chan's image as the Man of Steel. It also made audiences around the world understand that the smiles and applause for him came not only from his talent, but also from his silent sacrifice when he had repeatedly exchanged his blood tears and even his life for cinema. Sylvester Stallone. His heart almost stopped in Rocky 4000. 985. Sylvester Stallone is known as an extremely dedicated and reckless action actor. When making the movie Rocky IV, he wanted every boxing scene to look as real as possible, with powerful and lifelike punches. Therefore, Stallone asked Dolph Lundgren, who plays Ivan Drago, the giant opponent in the movie, to punch him in the chest for real in a fight scene. During that shoot, Dolph's punch was so accurate that the force of the impact was concentrated all over Stallone's body. Immediately, he felt severe chest pain, difficulty breathing, and dizziness. His heart rate became irregular, and medical staff immediately rushed to the scene. Stallone was rushed to the hospital, where doctors discovered that he had cardiac edema due to the strong impact, an extremely serious condition that could have been life-threatening if not treated promptly. In the hospital, Stallone had to rest and be closely monitored for several days before he could return to the set. The initial shoot had to be postponed, and the production team had to adjust the next action scenes to ensure safety. However, it was Stallone's bravery and dedication that made the whole film crew respect him even more. He was not only an actor, but also a symbol of sacrifice for art. This accident later became a classic story about Hollywood's daredevil stars, proving that sometimes to create a realistic and vivid screen, actors have to trade blood, sweat, and even their health. It also contributed to building the image of Rocky, not just a boxer, but a symbol of determination and fighting spirit. Dylan O'Brien. Serious injury on the set of Maze Runner, The Death Cure, 2016. Dylan O'Brien, the young star famous for playing Thomas in the Maze Runner series, experienced a terrible accident while filming the final part of the film, The Death Cure, 2016. During a thrilling action scene involving a high-speed car, Dylan had to perform a dangerous chase. During filming, the car lost control and crashed into an obstacle, causing Dylan to suffer serious injuries to his face and bones, including his forehead, cheekbones, and neck. The severe pain made him unable to continue acting immediately, and the crew had to quickly take Dylan to the hospital for treatment. Doctors performed surgery and closely monitored his condition, and the entire film crew had to temporarily suspend the entire filming schedule to ensure safety. The accident not only severely affected Dylan's health, but also caused the film to be postponed for nearly a year. This period of time was a great mental and physical challenge for Dylan, but also a testament to his resilience and determination to return to the set to complete his role. Dylan O'Brien's accident is a clear reminder of the real danger in action scenes, regardless of modern support techniques or strict safety measures. It also demonstrates the spirit of commitment, sacrifice, and absolute dedication of young actors willing to face risks to bring realistic and satisfying scenes to the audience. Uma Thurman car accident in Kill Bill, 2003. Uma Thurman is an actress known for her professionalism and passion for her roles, but the accident that occurred during the filming of Kill Bill left a deep mark on her career. In the film, a scene required Uma's character to drive on a bumpy road at high speed to create a sense of tension and danger. Quentin Tarantino, a director known for his meticulousness and realistic acting requirements, forced Uma to drive herself instead of using a stunt double to increase the realism of the scene. Before filming, Uma was given basic instructions, but the actual situation was much more complicated. While driving, the car suddenly skidded off the road, hit the curb, and spun violently, causing her to have a serious collision. The strong impact twisted Uma's body, leading to back and neck injuries, causing pain for many years afterwards. She had to take a break from filming and undergo physical therapy to recover. The accident not only affected her health but also made Uma feel pressured and stressed mentally. She later revealed that the incident made her rethink safety on set and the relationship between directors and actors. The incident also attracted great attention in the film industry, becoming a wake-up call about the real risks that actors face when performing their own dangerous scenes. Despite the serious injury, Uma Thurman continued her career and performed many other action scenes in Kill Bill with better safety. Support. This accident became a testament to the silent sacrifice of actors for art and emphasized that realistic and eye-catching scenes sometimes come at the expense of health and safety. Charlize Theron's serious neck injury in Aeon Flux, 2005. Charlize Theron is known for her courage and dedication to action roles. When she participated in the 2005 film Aeon Flux, she performed many dangerous action scenes herself, from jumping, somersaulting to hand-to-hand combat scenes. One of the challenging scenes requires Charlize to perform a backflip from a height in order to create a vivid and realistic martial arts effect on the screen. During the filming, despite careful preparation and support from the safety team, the backflip still did not go perfectly. Charlize lost her balance when landing, resulting in a serious neck injury. The fall caused her immediate severe pain, making it impossible to continue filming. Her heart rate was rapid, her muscles were tense with pain, and the medical team immediately intervened to provide first aid. As a result of the accident, Charlize had to stop filming for 8 weeks to recover. She underwent physical therapy and close medical monitoring to ensure her neck fully recovered and avoid the risk of permanent damage. The incident not only disrupted production, but also forced the director and crew to adjust other action scenes to ensure maximum safety for the actors. Despite the serious injury, Charlize Theron continued to perform action scenes afterwards, demonstrating her courage and dedication to the art of cinema. This accident became a testament to the real risks that action stars face, and emphasized that behind every spectacular action scene, there is a silent sacrifice, sweat, and sometimes blood of the actors. The stories above show that behind the glitz and glamour of Hollywood are the real risks that actors face every day. From horrific falls, collisions with weapons, or dangerous underwater scenes, to seemingly small accidents that almost took their lives, stars bravely put themselves in dangerous situations to bring the most vivid and realistic screen. Every wound, injury, or tragedy is a testament to the silent sacrifice, dedication, and devotion to art that few audiences see. These moments remind us that behind the halo is the price of courage and dedication, where life and death are just a moment apart. If you find these stories both thrilling and touching, please like and share the video so that more people know about the sacrifices of Hollywood stars. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on behind-the-scenes stories, accidents, and other untold secrets of your favorite stars. Every view and share is a way for us to appreciate their courage and silent efforts more, and silent efforts more, and silent efforts more, and silent